Madge runs a secret society called Skull and Crossbones, where they dress up like ghosts. The members include Enid from the last book. There's also Jane Allen, the outspoken, homely one who is quite slender. She's always seen with the pretty, plump Edna, who takes things at face value. Since this is a Nancy Drew style book, I have to say, they sound like Bess and George to me. Argo Funk Book Review, Argo Funk Book Review. You can forget all the other girls since they're barely in this book. The important girl is Cara Wayne, the new initiate to the club. They force her to visit the abandoned Swenster mansion at midnight. Cara returns terrified because she saw a ghost digging in the lawn. It's not actually a ghost, it's a guy with a white shirt. She thinks it's a ghost. Cara's kind of stupid. Madge and Cara investigate. They find a recently used spade, and they see the culprit digging in the lawn at night. But why would someone be searching the lawn of an abandoned house? An old woman explains that years ago, Rose and Florence Swenster got into a huge fight over a valuable pearl necklace. The pearls were never seen again. The house now belongs to Agatha Swenster, who left town 8 years ago. The next week, Miss Swenster comes back. Talk about good timing. Miss Swenster is a friendly, elderly woman. She came back because she's nearly bankrupt. She reluctantly plans to sell the house and everything inside. Cara and Madge volunteer to help clean the house and prepare the estate sale. Miss Swenster confirms the rumors that the pearls disappeared. She thinks they're lost forever, but with a great detective like Madge on the case, I'm sure the pearls will be found quickly. Miss Swenster acts oddly when she finds a picture of her son, John. Madge's uncle explains John was an adopted orphan. He was an ungrateful villain who ruined Miss Swenster's life. He was caught forging a check for $1,000. She was forced to pay all the money herself, and she disowned him shortly afterwards. By accident, Madge finds a hidden compartment inside a desk. Inside is Florence's diary. It mostly has unimportant information. The ending says she and George hid the pearls, but the last page has been torn out by the culprit. Curses. George was the caretaker. He was black, and this begins a racist section of the book, where Madge and Cara talk to his son, Ross. Ross has a terrible memory, and after a lot of coaxing from the girls, he remembers the words sundial. Madge reads the diary and realizes that the sundial was made on the same day the pearls disappeared. The pearls must be inside. They'll have to smash it open with a sledgehammer. Madge goes to get a sledgehammer when she sees John Swenster. She recognizes him as the Prowler, and she follows him to his hotel. The hotel register confirms his identity. By the time Madge gets back, it's too late to work on the sundial. Culprits do not respect normal working hours, though. So John sneaks into the garden, smashes up the sundial, and steals the necklace. Madge, Cara, and Miss Swenster rush to John's hotel, where they learn he checked out, he's taking a train out of town. They rush to the train station and cause a public scene, which forces John to stop. They take the stolen necklace back. John tries to get out of trouble by playing to Miss Swenster's sympathy, but she doesn't fall for it. He quickly reveals his true colors and leaves. The end. Post-book follow-up. At the end of the book, Madge promises to take all her friends to Loon Lake, the location of the first book. We're told they have an adventure there. The foreshadowing is so heavy that I'm pretty confident the fourth Madge Sterling book would have taken place there. Sadly, there was no fourth book. I suppose the starter trilogy wasn't successful enough, so they decided not to continue the series. These books are public domain now, so if anyone wanted to write a fourth Madge Sterling book, they could. There's also some foreshadowing about Madge's missing father. Presumably, that would have been a mystery for Madge to solve in a later book. This book was pretty good. It builds up a lot of suspense and intrigue. I think the book could have done more with the villain, who was interesting. He was good, but I'm not going to complain about the villain, because he is way better here in the book than in the video game version, Miss Clue, Secret of the Haunted Garden. The end of the book doesn't fully explain how he learned the necklace was inside the sundial around the same time our heroes found out that information. Maybe it was a lucky guess on his part. Overall, I like the book. It's definitely on par with Nancy Drew. Based on how good this book and the first book were, I feel safe in saying I wish the series had continued. They are not bad stories. Besides for the racism, if you rewrote this book to get rid of the racist stuff, you would have a very solid story. I give Madge Sterling number 3, The Secret of the Sundial, an 8 out of 10.